Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Happy weekend. Happy first weekend in May. Happy May the 4th. To those of you, may the 4th be with you, Star Wars fans out there. I was going to do a video on the state of Incursions anyway this weekend. It was literally on my to-do list. I don't have nearly as long of a to-do list as I used to for the first 5 years I've done this, but I still like on the weekends, especially because I just concluded what's called Dead Week on the campus of Oklahoma State University, which means next week is finals, which means I don't have another full teaching day until mid-August, really late August. So that's 3.5 months away. So I can start to think about the summer, and I can start to think about maybe doing at least 1 or 2 live streams during the day. I can think about how in the summer I actually have more time to stream, though it is very stressful. Hard content. I can basically use Unit Man to plow through and learn the hard way live oftentimes what works and what doesn't work. I have less than 4,000 7-star shards until I can get to open my next 7-star crystal, so that actually is motivation for me to do Incursions this week, and it's also nice to have some artifacts, though I haven't used those in a while. I haven't jumped into Incursions for a while now, because I feel like since the milestone rewards are just gold, and I already have gold, the zone bonuses are just, they're okay, but are they really worth my time? Well, with Hercules, maybe, because when you get the right hacks, you can just kind of build your dream combination of things, and obviously there are other champions that work well with this. Angela coming to mind right away. My Domino. Heck, I know people who've done crazy good things, though it depends if they're bleed immune or not, with Nick Fury. But in terms of Hercules being an incursion weapon, Kabam is so worried about that is one of the reasons Mike justified the conversation that Hercules should get nerfed at some point. Now, we have seen them back off post about that, but at the end of 2023, it was a big topic of conversation in the community. Well, fast forward to Friday's patch notes, where if you get lost in the shuffle of the cool graphics and of the event quest info and of the side quest info, if you don't scroll down and down and down and down, you might miss the patch notes. If you want to see what I think about most of this, I made a separate video covering my thoughts on all the patch notes yesterday, and I appreciate those that go back and read it. But when you scroll up now, when you go to the bottom, and you go to the Incursions part of this post, and the unblockable effects also makes me think, what? But here we go. Incursions challenge sectors. Challenge sectors are temporary additions to Incursions that will take place once per saga, beginning with the Ex Magica Saga Challenge Sector. The difficulty of this new sector is comparable to Sector 6, but summoners will only be able to use Saga champions. So I assume that in most sagas, if not all sagas, Hercules will not be a tagged champion. You can still use Hercules for Sector 6, Sector 5, whatever. But Kabam had 2 decisions to make with Hercules. They could permanently nerf him and make him worse in Incursions for all sectors, which would have created such a riot in the community that my guess is they would have backed down and had to retroactively change it back and then face the wrath of angry summoners. Or they could just say, we're going to do this new temporary addition to Incursions where you can only use the certain tagged champions, whether it be Ex Magica or whatever the saga is. I think that's the right move, because it's temporary nerfs, because you're just irrelevant. It's like gates, right? Like, if you have a 7-star gate, you are nerfing Hercules for that event, because you cannot bring him in. Kabam has said publicly that they have no plans to ever make Hercules a 7-star, in the same way that they still have not made Quake or Magic as a 6-star. And so because of this, as the game evolves, this is the most logical way to not just nerf Hercules, by the way, but any 6-star, and there are a lot of them, that Kabam has no interest in bringing to a 7-star anytime soon. Every champ from Cosmic Ghost Rider. I still can't believe Hulk is a 7-star. I love it. Doesn't make any sense to me why Hulk's a 7-star, but those other champs aren't. But That's why Hulk is, I believe, the best 7-star in the game. And I'll fight. I'll fight for that point. I'll go to bat for Hulk. Either way, a genius way to temporarily boost Hercules out and to nerf him. They finally found a way. Just make him ineligible. But we should celebrate that more than a direct nerf to him across all game modes. So that's my thoughts on this. I'll be jumping into Incursions today just to get some milestones. But otherwise, that's today's video. Thanks for watching.